Hey there, investors. It's time to take a look at Chevron versus ExxonMobil. Come on, let's go swimming with the sharks and see what we can find out. Remember, if you like what we're doing here, please hit that like and subscribe to this channel. Hit that bell so you don't miss a single episode, and please tell all your friends so they can join in the conversation as well. Thank you. All right, investors, we're going to take a look at the petroleum integrated industry. Only two names made our list, Chevron and ExxonMobil. Now, there were 21 companies that were analyzed to come up with this, and it includes names that you're really familiar with: BP, Imperial, Murphy, Marathon, Phillips 66, Dutch Shell, Total, Valero, and some others. But only Chevron and Exxon made our list. So pretty rigorous criteria here. Let's get right in and take a look at Chevron. Ticker CVX. Their yield is 4.1%, and that's on $116.13. And this data is valid as of the 30th of August 2019. We can see that Chevron is not qualified for cash flow per share or earnings per share, but they are a real clean Div 0. 17 years of increasing dividends per share. Now here's what this looks like on the long-term trend lines. You can see this nice smooth upward trend on the dividend. You can see here where they've taken some hits in the oil industry. Chevron plays that out. And here is the year-to-year changes. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay, now we're comparing Chevron to ExxonMobil. XOM. Now their yield is 5%, and that's on $69.03. They also are not qualified for cash flow per share or earnings per share, but they are also a Div 0. So again, 17 years of increasing dividends per share. Here's what their long-term trend lines look like. Kind of similar to Chevron. You would expect them to both look similar. Here's a nice smooth upward trajectory on the dividends, and then cash flow and earnings a bit jagged. All right, and here is the year-to-year changes. All right, well, let's put them side by side because that's when it gets interesting. We start out by looking flat out at their dividend yield. And you can see that Chevron is at 4.1, ExxonMobil at 5. So Exxon's giving you another almost a full percentage more in the yield. They're both Div 0s. If you look at their cash flow per share, we can see that Chevron, and you know what? Hang on just a second. Let's do this. This makes it cleaner. There you go. Sorry about that. All right, so you can see in the cash flow per share that Chevron is outperforming Exxon pretty consistently throughout the period here. You see this gap is relatively consistent, and they're all kind of responding to the market similarly. And here is the earnings per share. Again, Chevron is outperforming ExxonMobil, except out here in 2016. They had some troubles, and now they're back up again, outperforming ExxonMobil again. So overall, it looks like Chevron outperforms ExxonMobil in most categories. And here are the dividends per share. Now remember, this is a straight dollar value dividends per share. Chevron outperforming Exxon, but remember, Exxon is yielding 5%, and that's on 63 bucks a share, and Chevron is yielding 4.1, but it's on a much larger 116 and some change. So that's why the difference in this dollar value here. So I would really like to know what you all think about it. This is a relatively quick video here. I'm going to try to catch up from the hurricane passage. Had me knocked out for a while, but I'm trying to catch up with some vids here. I'd like to know what you all think about Chevron versus ExxonMobil. Do you have the big oil companies in your portfolios? If so, which one of these do you like? Or do you have one of the other guys that didn't make our list but is on your list for some other? All right, everybody, have a great week. And like I said, I'm digging out from the hurricane. I'm going to try to catch up on some videos. Hopefully, I can get another one or two in this week and try to get caught up with some information that might be a little bit behind the schedule. Y'all have a good one.